Hey, shalom, shalom, all praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing out this word in true sincerity, Shabbat Chanak. Coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. And I just want to go into a little topic that I just been meditating on, and I'm on a walk right now, so this will be a walk and talk. But going into cyber attacks and how we're going to experience America and these different, countries are going to experience more cyber attacks that are going to be part of the crippling and the destruction of the world economy. Okay, starting here with America, and we're already seeing that. Okay, this whole pipeline. I have an article here. Maybe I might read the article. Give me a second. I'll just read some titles here, because what's going on out there in the on the East Coast is the Colonial Pipeline, right? The Colonial Pipeline, it's been shut down, or they shut it down for a couple of days because of something called a malware attack, in which an entity, hackers, which the group is called the Dark Side, and they're supposedly Russian hackers. We heard about Russian hackers in the different elections and meddling, right? So that narrative has already been set. Okay, so-called Dark Side, they hacked this, the biggest pipeline, of gas in the United States, which services, multiple states, as well as different airliners, and it moves gas from, different states, how the supply chain works, right? So we've been seeing these different supply chains breaking down, and part of that is the energy supply chain. Okay, where you're not going to be able to get gas, you're not going to be able to get electricity, because they're going to blame it on a cyber attack. Okay, the financial grid is going to go down. They're going to blame it on a cyber attack. Okay, whether it's an actual organic cyber attack from hackers, or it's set up, which we already know what it is, right? We already know what it is, and that's part of the plagues of Babylon the Great. Let me read some titles here. Colonial Pipeline restarted operations. Owner says it will take several days for supply chain to return. Okay. So U.S. fuel pipeline hackers didn't mean to create problems, right? Because this is affecting, the American people, and they're panic buying. They're going to these different gas stations, and they're filling up. A lot of them are. A lot of these gas stations are closed due to a lack of fuel, and that's going to trickle down to what? The global economy, okay, where gas prices are going to go up, food is going to go up, because how are goods moved from one destination to another? They need energy, okay? Things are not, things are not free. It takes energy to move, different supplies to one part of the earth to another. Okay, and they're blaming it on a cyber attack, which you can't go and actually grab anybody up. Okay, hackers, they're anonymous. You can't find these hackers. Now I'm done there, but I have this article here. This is from Security Magazine. Okay, and I'm only going to read a little bit of this. And this is going into the World Economic Forum, and we speak about the World Economic Forum from time to time, especially during this scamdemic, because they were preparing the world for this. They've been talking about this, and they also want to use this scamdemic to further push their agendas, right? But I'm just going to read a little small paragraph here in securitymagazine.com. If Lord's will, I'll put the title in the description box. But without further ado, let me read this and we'll go into a scripture. Cybersecurity attacks are increasing in frequency and sophistication, with businesses attacked by ransomware every 11 seconds. Right, I was speaking about a little bit ransomware, where they'll basically take control of your system, and they will take it for ransom and say, hey, you have to pay me so much money. Okay, and a lot of times it's in these cryptocurrencies, right? The consequences of a cyber attack can be devastating. Many small to medium-sized businesses do not have the resources to recover from a data breach or ransomware attack, with a sobering 60% going out of business within 6 months. Okay, so you're seeing how the precedent is already being set, and we're already starting to see, things being blamed on cyber attacks. Okay, Russian hackers, or this hacker or that hacker, they shut down this. They hacked into the medical field, these different hospitals. They hacked into the IRS. They hacked into so we're gonna see a lot of, cyber attacks happen, to where it's going to further break down the supply chains, which you Americans need supplies. Everybody needs supplies. Everything is either flown in or boated in, shipped in. Okay, and then you need tankers, and you need trucks to bring it into these different stores. It's a non-stop. Okay, it's a non-stop flow of commerce. Okay, the Most High is going to stop all the commerce. Okay, and this is just another part or another plague added to Babylon the Great. Let me read a little bit more. I read that an attack on a hospital can be particularly calamitous, if I pronounce that right, even leading to death, right? So if you have hackers that hacked into a hospital, which they've done before, and because remember, everything is on a system, everything is digital. Okay, all your bank. What if they hack into the financial grid and they wipe things clean? Okay, people's money, their livelihood, it's done within a matter of seconds, and they show you that in these movies too. I was watching Blade Runner 2049, I believe that's what it's called, Blade Runner 2049, and they spoke briefly about a cyber attack. They said 10 years ago it was a 10-day cyber attack where everything went down. Right? Just think, if that happens, it was a 10-day cyber attack where all the systems went down. Okay, the financial system. And, well, everything's on the grid. Okay, the way that you get gas, that's ran through technology. The way that you receive electricity, that's ran through technology. The way that you receive water, that's ran through technology. People don't physically come and bring you water. No, it's ran through technology. Okay, the way food comes in and out of these grocery stores, it's ran by technology. Buying and selling, it's ran by technology. So that's going to cause major chaos. And we already know what the elites want to do. That's exactly what they want to do. So these things are a precursor to these things happening, and this is part of prophecy. Let me read a little bit more, and let's go into a scripture. It says, regardless of the type of enterprise, enduring a cyber attack is prohibitively expensive. An alarming $6 trillion in damages is predicted in 2021. See? So they're already giving you a prediction. Now, this article was, when was this article? Let me see. This is March 11, 2021. So they're already predicting that there's going to be over $6 trillion in damages due to cyber attacks. Okay. An alarming $6 trillion in damages is predicted for 2021. That amount represents the largest transfer of economic wealth in history, more profitable than the trade of all major illegal drugs combined, and would make cyber attacks the third largest economy after the U.S. and China if it were grouped as a country. So that's the new thing, is to go into cyber attacks, is to attack the grid, to attack these vulnerable, systems. Okay, the healthcare system, the financial system. You know, they can take these systems by ransom, okay, and make these big, corporations, these countries pay that ransom in order to release, the system back. Or it can just be catastrophic damage. Catastrophic damage, from, leaving it locked up. Just like, these different, like the stock trade, they go into the stock market and they wipe the stock market clean, or they do this, they do that. They go into Bank of America or Wells Fargo. Hey, man, it's going to be all out hell, and that's coming. Okay, we understand that is coming. Just a little bit more. The situation is not forecasted to improve unless deliberate and sustained action is taken swiftly and broadly. Cybercrime costs are expected to reach a staggering 10.5 trillion per year by 2025. It's just all out hell. Let me go into a scripture. It's just all out hell. We're expecting these things. These things, not only are we expecting these things are already happening right now as we speak. Okay? These things are already happening as we speak. Like these different truckers or tankers, these oil tankers or tankers that ship goods, that's all ran through an algorithm. Okay? And Esau, I went to the wrong scripture. He wants a great reset. And what's the best way to reset everything? Okay? And to bring everybody to equal playing field is to pretty much wipe the slate clean by, shutting down everything and blaming it on a cyber attack, which the whole world is going to go in an uproar because of this. Okay? So let's go to, quick. I'm just going to bring this scripture out. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. Because the evil days are coming, man. The evil days are coming. The evil days really are here. And it's damn near every day there's some type of evil going on in the earth that's, destroying people's, either their mental health, their wealth, and even their lives. Okay, and as well as their hopes and their dreams of peace on earth. Okay, so we're supposed to remember the Creator, Yahweh Shemal Shai, because He's the one that's doing these things, right? Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, because you lived your life in pleasure. And then when these days come, when the time comes to serve the Lord, you don't have any pleasure in that, because you're embedded in the world. Okay, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. When this knowledge is when pretty much all hell is breaking loose, man. All hell is breaking loose in these streets. Catastrophic damage to the economy. Wars. We're seeing that right now with the state of Israel, right? And those Palestinians. Rockets are flying, and we don't know quite exactly what's going on because there's a media blockage. Yet there's a lot of videos that get slipped through the cracks. Okay, because of cell phone footage. So Esau, Edom, he's not able to control the narrative, and ultimately the prophecies have to come to pass, and you can't escape the prophecies. Not even Esau and his, media machine, his witchcraft machine. He's not going to be able to control it. Okay, these things are going to get that out of hand. Okay, and when this whole financial system breaks down, where you're not able to pay with your credit card, because that's all ran through an algorithm. When you go to a store and you buy something, that's all set up through an algorithm. Okay, when you pay with your credit card, you do online shopping. Okay, you do online shopping, and it goes to the cart. You pay for it. That's an algorithm. Okay, when they get the information to ship it to you, that's an algorithm. If a cyber attack intervenes with that and messes that up, it's going to mess up all types of money, man. A lot of people are going to lose their wealth. The whole world is going to be in chaos. Okay, and we're moving towards that direction rapidly. Okay, rapidly. Okay, in the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will not tarry. Okay, Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. I just briefly paraphrased it. But the Most High is ramping things up. Where we are definitely in the year of hastening. 2020 was the year of what? Prophecy. Okay? So we're hastening the prophecies to come to pass. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. Are we not seeing that? Are we not seeing, people through 2020, even prior to that, unemployment was, very high, but 2020 and the scamdemic exacerbated that. Now more people are just, they're taking that monthly check from the government, and they're not even going to work. So a lot of these businesses, they can't even hire people to work for them. And they have to do what? They just got to shut down, as well as these different health orders telling them that they can only operate at a certain capacity, right? It says, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Okay, so everybody is going to experience these things that are going on in the earth. The Most High has everybody in the earth right now to receive their judgment. Now, the judgment can either be good or it can be bad. It can be a judgment, a righteous judgment. Okay, they receive a righteous reward, or they can receive an evil reward for their doings. And this is where we're at. A lot of people are going to lose wealth. A lot of people are going to lose, their hopes and dreams. Their life is going to crumble right before their eyes. Okay, those that look out of the windows is going to be darkened. Right? It's not going to be a sunny day outside. The outlook is not going to be, good. Okay, you got gas shortages. You go to 10 gas stations, none of them have gas. You go to 10, grocery stores, only one is open, and there's a long ass line, a mile down the block. People fighting in the front because, somebody cut. People getting stabbed up, shot because, the packet of hot dog, the last packet of hot dog. That's how grimy it's gonna get. That's how savage it's gonna get. You know what? I want to bring out another scripture too, because it talks about perilous. Let me just cue that up real quick before I forget. Give me a second. I don't want to go out of that article. So I'm just queuing that up. Right? But let's go back here in Ecclesiastes. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. A lot of these businesses are boarding up, as well as people are, you genuinely have people that are scared to go outside. Okay? Now things are starting to loosen up, right? More and more people starting to gain more confidence of being around others because of the injection. And that's a whole nother topic in itself. That's going to be part of a lot of people dying on the planet Earth also. Okay? Is these injections. Okay, which we're going to see. We're going to see a lot of these different things. We're going to see, we're going to come into a time like no other. Okay, where we're going to see chariot sightings. We're going to see people just completely lose their mind. We're cyber attacks every 5 seconds. Scams. Scamming is up. Breaking and entering is up. Evils are multiplying in the earth. Okay, the love of many is waxing cold. Okay, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. What is grinding? Work. Because those that cyber attack on that gas pipeline, that shut a lot of people out of work. They move over 100 million barrels of gas a day. How much manpower does it take to move 100, million barrels a day? Okay, you have so much that goes on through that supply chain that people get money from. You have the people that work on the IT side. You have people that work in getting the gas there. You have management, upper management. You have the grunt workers, and then you have the consumers, right? And then even on the consumer side, you have people that need gas to fulfill their roles, to fulfill their jobs. Okay, so that right there is going to trickle down, and then when there is gas, the price is going to exponentially go up. So you see how a lot of these things are being artificially created. The supply chains are being artificially created. Things are not going to be easy to get, like they used to be. You might go into the grocery store and it might not be any meat. Usually you go there is meat. Or there was a supply chain breakdown somewhere in the world where, there's a shortage of meat. We've been seeing that. Okay, so you're going to see that in all these different commodities. Okay? We're going to see that in all these different commodities. This damn mole bite, man. Let me continue. And it says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, when there's no more jobs out here. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And that's another indicator. Okay, all the daughters of music. This music, not only is it low and degenerate, yet people are not going to want to hear this music anymore, because when you listen to music, in your mirth. Sometimes you had a broken heart, or you're feeling down, you want to come up, but you listen to music, and to be festive a lot of the times, to make you feel good. But this music is not going to make anybody feel good because of the times that we're in, as well as these different artists are not going to be making the music because they're going to be in dire straits also. So there's going to be a lack of music. The daughters of music, they're going to be brought low. They're going to go bankrupt. Okay, they're not going to be touring. They're not going to social media. Why? Because you're going to have cyber attacks on these different platforms. Give me a second. Right, cyber attacks on these different platforms. Okay, cyber attacks on people's accounts, breaking down whole supply chains, and also the Mossad just outright destroying a lot of these artists too. Okay, just putting them to death. It's a little more. We can go a little bit more, but I'm done there. Let me bring out this last scripture. It talks about perilous times, and that when you go into that blue letter, another word for perilous is savage. Okay, that's the times we're coming into. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves. See, are we not seeing that? Everybody is a lover of their own self. Everybody is high and mighty. Everybody's proud. Everybody is the shit. Okay, in their eyes. Narcissistic. Covetous. Everybody's looking to covet what other people have. Oh, he has that car, I want that car. He has that woman, I want that woman. He has that money, I want that money. And what are they going to do? They're going to take it. Boasters, proud. Are we not seeing? That's America. That's America in this world in general. Blasphemers. See? Disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Are we not experiencing? Each of these definitions or each of these words, we can go into a lesson. Okay, and there's many precepts. Without natural affection, truce breakers. America is the biggest truce breaker. The Edomites, false accusers, Okay, the adversary, Esau, Edom, through the spiritual demon Satan, and he's going to falsely accuse us Israelites. Okay, why all these things are going on in the planet Earth, as well as we're going to see more chariot sightings. Okay, which is going to fuel the space race even more. Incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, right? Because they hate them that rebuketh in the gate. Okay, they hate this word. Men love darkness rather than light. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High. And that's what this world is all about, especially here in Babylon. Okay, to basically do as thou wilt and to please yourself. Having a form of godliness, yeah, because they look like, oh, they'll say all the nice words, you know, they'll say everything that's going to make your heart, your flesh feel good. It's going to sound appealing. Okay, but that's a form of godliness. But denying the power thereof, from such turn away. And now everybody's now everybody's mad that we've turned away. Okay, and spiritually came out of Babylon the Great, and now we're speaking out against it, and people have a problem. People have a problem that we're telling them that they're going to be destroyed because of their actions. Okay, we're party poopers, so to speak. Okay, but that's it on that. I just wanted to bring that out really quickly. You know, Lord's will, I'll remember to put everything in the description box. You know, and we'll keep coming back, Lord's will, with these different videos, updating with prophecy, updating, you know, with a lot of, current events, because it's going to get crazy out here. So until next time, shalom to the elect.